the whole Subway story that made the news. She tried to bribe me with a free bag of chips so she would not have to remake my sub. Yes, during a mystery shop at a Subway, I asked for a specific sandwich and I was supposed to take pictures of it. I was not paying attention to her putting the ingredients on, just the cleanliness of the store and looking around while she was making my sandwich. Well, I realized once I got the sandwich and sat down with it to take pictures and pretend to be eating it while I was evaluating everything else, she made the wrong sandwich. Things happen, but I was going to put that in my mystery shop report, and if she fixed it, of course, give her praise for doing so. Mistakes happen. People are people. I make mistakes all the time. I go up to the counter and I tell her that she made me the wrong sub. This is exactly what she says to me and how she says it. Can I just give you an extra bag of chips and we just call this even? Because I don't feel like making another sandwich. I was like, well, I was really looking forward to having this particular sandwich today. I was really having a craving for it, and I don't come here very often, and I only have 30 minutes for my lunch break. Could you please do it? What about 2 bags? I'll even give you a cookie. Talk about lazy. And I just stared at her, and I said, one more time, I was really nice about it. I'm like, I really, really, really want this sandwich. Could you please do it? Fine. But you're not getting those free chips. You ain't getting a second bag, and you ain't getting no cookie. I'm like, oh, that's fine. I'm craving the sandwich way more than those things. I don't need those things anyway. She's like, you want a diet? I was like, no, unfortunately, I need to be on one, but I'm not. But could you just make that sandwich? She was so pissed off. She was slamming things around. She was throwing the ingredients on the sandwich. She was flipping tops of stuff. She was doing, oh my God. And then she made the whole sandwich, but forgot to toast it, because the first one, she asked me if I wanted to toast, and I said yes, and then she made it. I didn't say a word because now I'm pissed off, but I got to keep it inside. She makes it, and I let her finish. I can be petty. Sorry, it is what it is. She remakes it, and I look at her, I'm like, oh, you didn't toast it. The look on her face is like, B, you gonna eat it, I was like, could you please toast it? It doesn't taste the same unless you toast it. Because I'm mad now. Now I'm just going to be a little extra petty. You should have just made it without bribing me. So she looks at me and she's like, you really want it toasted? It really makes a big difference? I'm like, girl, you are about to lose your effing job. I said that in my head, of course, not to her. I said, it doesn't taste the same without it being toasted. Could you please? She literally takes a sandwich, dumps it on the side, and just dumps all the ingredients out, wraps that whole wrapper up that the sandwich is on, throws all those ingredients away, takes that same bread and puts it through the toaster, and just stares at me the entire time it's in the toaster, like, I hate you kind of look. Oh my God. Then she remakes my sandwich, and as she's making it, she's saying the ingredients. I'm putting this on it. I'm putting this on it. I'm putting this on it. What did you want on it again? Like, she's got an attitude from hell. And I'm sorry, but I'm kind of like giggling inside, Just do your job. Why do you have this job if you hate it so much or you don't want to be here? Blew my mind. She was rude to me the rest of the transaction. She bagged up my sandwich. She's like, did I do everything right this time? It's toasted. It's the right sandwich. It has all the right ingredients. And I'm like, you know what? Can I have some napkins? Because now I have to eat it on the go. She takes this giant wad of napkins on the counter and stuffs it down into the sandwich and really kind of punching my sandwich down, in those sleeves, those Subway bag sleeves, just punches my sub down in there. She's like, you happy now? You got your napkins? I was like, thank you, darling. I appreciate it. Now I have to go because I have other mystery shops to do. And I get in the car and I take a picture of the sandwich and I explain my whole experience, but absolute fail, but absolutely hilarious at the same time. If you have a job you hate, don't take it out on the customers. If you partied the night before and you're not feeling it, get through it. You're an adult, like, you shouldn't have a job if you can't handle the basic responsibilities. Just blows my mind what I've been through. But yep, that happened. So for those of you who wanted an update on the Subway bestie of mine that tried to bribe me when I asked her to make the correct sandwich that I ordered, no longer works at Subway. The company did not tell me this themselves. That rarely happens. Like the Pizza Hut one that I was able to get the dirt on, that's just because I know the owner of the store, and the HR department knows me really well too and just told me all the, the good stuff, gave me all the, the info. Anyway, so this time, since I have no connection, I am in the same area doing mystery shops today, like I just did a Cinnabon that I'm about to post about. Well, I decided to go back into that Subway, and I did not see my best friend behind the counter. I saw 2 associates today. For a Monday, I thought that was weird. You'd think they'd have her, have help for her on Friday. Anyway, I asked for her by name, and one of the associates just looked at me and they're like, oh, she's not here anymore. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And I was like, when did she leave? I just saw her on Friday. Well, she came into work today and they told her to clock back out and fired her because apparently she really angered a customer on Friday, and she's fired now because it was that bad. Of course, they're not supposed to tell me any of this. But yeah, that's what happened. It's really not hard to find out what happens. I either call and ask for the person by name, and I really have to care, and I really didn't care, but I know y'all wanted to know. And maybe just a little bit, I care, because that was pretty awful. I can't deny that. But yeah, there's the update. She no longer works for Subway. I didn't think she would, but she was fired this morning. Yep, I hate people losing their jobs, but if you're going to be that ignorant and that lazy and that rude and truly not care about your job, you should lose it so someone else that does care and does need a job and will do it correctly can have that job. Sorry, not sorry. See y'all later.